Hey, what's up, everybody? Trevor Maloney here. I'm so excited to dive into what we're going to talk about today, which is why right now is the best time ever to launch and grow a successful coaching business. I'm the growth strategist here at Intelligent Leadership Executive Coaching. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to this video, to uncover, again, why right now might be the best time to launch and grow your business. Also, how you can thrive as a coach in 2022 and beyond while avoiding some of the key pitfalls that many other coaches make. At the end of today's session, if you feel like you want to learn a little bit more and you have some questions about the coaching space, the industry, or how you can start to be a coach for the first time, I'm going to open up my calendar so I can answer any questions that you might have. So let's go ahead and jump right in. As the growth strategist at Intelligent Leadership Executive Coaching, I've had the privilege to be mentored and coached by John Mattone, one of our founders here at ILEC, for almost a decade. And I, just like you, if you're on this call right now, am passionate about helping people radically shift their mindset to ignite the leader that's within them and achieve what they value most out of their work and life. And again, if you're on this call right now, most likely you can resonate with that. And I help our coaches step into the career of fulfillment and impact as a coach. And it's such a privilege for me to be able to do that. So let's jump into a little bit why you might be here. Again, you are here probably because you're passionate about helping others achieve better results in their work and life. Maybe you've had a high-powered career and you know that you have so much experience and you want to be able to utilize that experience and impact people in a positive way. Maybe you've thought about launching a coaching business, but you really don't know where to start. You don't know what that looks like. Or you're trying to find out if starting a coaching business is really worth it. Is it actually a business that you can thrive in? We'll talk about that. Maybe you're just finally ready to take ownership of your career and you don't know which way to go. And you're open to new opportunities. If any of these resonate with you, you're definitely in the right place. So let's talk a little bit, guys, about why right now is such a powerful and perfect time, quite honestly, to launch and grow a coaching business. Well, number one, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The coaching space is a $366 billion industry in the USA alone. And in fact, when we narrow it down to leadership development, organizations right now are leaning more on leadership development to impact operating imperatives than ever before. As I've been in this industry over time, I've noticed that organizations are placing more of an emphasis on company culture and leadership development to impact success in their organization. In fact, the USA alone is spending $166 billion annually on leadership development alone. Bottom line, people need help navigating change. And if you've been around like me for the last couple of years of all the disruption and change going on, you know that to be true. So really, what is the state of leadership development and culture in the USA today for executive coaching specifically? Well, there's a lot of data here, and we don't need to dive deep into every single piece, but what this shows me is that there's a huge need for organizations to invest in leadership development, but maybe they don't know just how to do that, right? I mean, 12% of leaders feel like they have the right mindset to move them forward. Right? So this means that people are looking at their leadership and saying, these people do not have the right mindsets to take me to the next level. Or 75% of organizations measure engagement levels out of their employees, but only 15% are measuring culture and its strength and vibrancy. So what does that tell us, right? There's an understanding that they need development, but they don't have the solution. And that's where coaches come into play. In fact, we've all heard of this thing called the Great Resignation. A lot of times I don't even call it that. It's almost like the Great Switch or something like that, right? I mean, what we know is people are leaving organizations, but what we also know is people are joining organizations in droves as well. And according to this study, it's by a long shot that toxic corporate culture is causing people to leave. It's not COVID-19. It's not employee performance related. It's not job security and a reorganization. No, it's the fact that there's a toxic corporate culture problem that stems from a leadership problem that is causing people to not want to work inside of organizations. And maybe you're listening right now saying, I've been there, right? Maybe you've been that leader to your people, or maybe you've been that person that's had a leader that just didn't make you feel at home. They didn't make you feel like you can get to that next level in your career. And so if this resonates with you, again, these are some of the reasons why right now is just so powerful to become a coach and help people navigate these things. Continuing on here, there's a lot of issues going on and a lot of challenges, if you will, that organizations are facing, right? We just talked about it, this Great Resignation thing, ageism, loyalty, a lack of leadership preparedness. I think it's safe to say that a lot of younger, talented people are being promoted into leadership positions, but they're not ready, right? Loyalty is at an all-time low. With virtual structures in place, it's much easier just to move to a different organization if you're not liking your team members because you're working from the comforts of your home, most likely, right? So all of these things are creating a huge need for people to be able to help organizations and the leaders of those organizations to be able to navigate and build strong leadership pipelines and help create a company culture that's worth staying in. In fact, one of the things that's pretty impressive is that as we look at some of these studies, we notice that 89% is showing that leadership development with additional coaching is going to be something that organizations are going to continue to invest in, right? And again, this is just continuing to show that leadership development is something so prevalent right now, whereas if you go back 10 years ago, maybe that wasn't the case. So if you're sitting here and you're thinking about, is now the right time to become a coach? There's just countless data and validation of why organizations need coaches and that outside view to come inside with a fresh perspective and help them avoid those blind spots, help them build strong and vibrant teams with great mindsets and great leadership competency that can take the organization to the next level. So let's talk a little bit about why coaches fail, right? So there's a lot of coaches out there, and we want to make sure that we don't do the things that coaches do that are failing, right? Well, they think that they have to do it all alone. So they end up launching their own coaching business. They really don't have a clear plan in sight, and they feel alone on an island. And they end up wasting a ton of money, time, and stress fighting to be successful in their business. Number two, they don't have a proven process that actually delivers tangible results. That's probably one of the biggest challenges a lot of coaches face out there is they have great intent. They love having conversations and impacting people, but they don't have a process that produces tangible results, which is what people really invest in. They spin their wheels posting content all day, thinking that people are just going to raise their hand and say, here I am, I want to coach. There's a strategy to that. And they've never been trained how to position themselves as an expert in the field from the heart. This is really important, and what we actually train our coaches to be able to do is step into the coach that exists within them and get rid of their past winning formula and step into who they're really called to be as a coach to impact and serve the communities and people around them. And finally, one of the biggest problems people face is they don't believe in themselves enough, so they don't charge enough. They don't ask their clients to invest enough in their services that are going to transform their life for decades to come. And that's really where, guys, intelligent leadership comes into play. So John Mattone, founder of Intelligent Leadership Executive Coaching, he's coached a lot of great people, Steve Jobs, other top-level government leaders. We don't need to go too deep into all of those people and token names and things like that, but he's mastered this process. And therefore, we've mastered this process and system that we can guarantee results with our clients. So if you're somebody out there that has that drive to coach executives at the elite level and to take organizations to that next level, And you want a process that gives you the step-by-step, paint-by-numbers approach to deliver excellent and world-class results to your clients. That's what intelligent leadership is all about. And again, we're a leadership development organization. We offer one-on-one coaching, culture transformation, group coaching, retreats and workshops, anything that has to do with human capital development and helping people perform from a leadership perspective and an operating success perspective at the highest level is what we do. And we train every single one of our coaches to be able to do that at the highest level as a master certified intelligent leadership coach. And here's the next thing. So one of the pitfalls that coaches make, as I mentioned before, is they go out and they launch their business. They have nobody on their team. They have nobody to help. They have no system, right? And that's what we provide, whether it be the marketing team that we provide with you, the invoicing done for you, proprietary assets and coaching process that we just talked about, social media done for you so that you as a coach can step into what you signed up to be a coach for, right? To impact, to coach people, to inspire people, to build relationships. We want you doing those things. We want us to be able to take care of building marketing collateral and coaching you to be successful and having a team, right, on your back, right, to be able to help you and guide you and push you forward. TV and radio traction. We position our coaches to be able to get on to these type of opportunities. A system provides an increased pathway to quicker success and fulfillment in your business. And that's really the main difference. And one of the reasons why a lot of coaches out there will fail, because they don't have a system in place. They don't have a team in place that's dedicated to their success. In fact, we give you an entire organic marketing playbook that you get when you launch and grow your business. Right? So when you're thinking about what do I do, right? Great. Now I'm a certified coach. And what do I do next? Our marketing expert, who you'll have plenty of chances to meet, actually gets with you and builds a plan with you. It gives you this marketing playbook that you can pick and choose the activities that you launch your business with. And so let's talk a little bit about the target audience of coaches, right? And really what we look at as intelligent leadership executive coaching to be our target audience, right? Sure, there's these big organizations, Amazon, Oracle's, the token names of the country, right? But there's also what we consider the sweet spot, which is that $1 to $25 million company. Those companies that have the mindset of a slight edge, right? They're looking to butt up against those bigger companies. They're willing to invest in their people to separate themselves from the competition. That's the sweet spot of ILEC coaching. And as an ILEC coach, you'll be certified as a master ILEC coach in coaching for high potentials, middle managers, C-level executive coaching, leadership coaching for entrepreneurs and small business owners, culture creation and culture transformation, group coaching, the list goes on. We're going to teach you how to execute a coaching relationship flawlessly. Paint by numbers approach, systematic approach that you can bring your skill set and experience to the table and follow a system that you know is going to guarantee results to your clients. And that's what's really powerful about having that type of system, right? So again, as you're thinking here and you're sitting here looking at would it make sense, right, for me to become a coach right now, if you have that desire to make an impact, and you want a system and you want a process that you can follow to where you don't have to reinvent the wheel anymore, this is where we come into play. And this is why we like to partner with excellent people just like you that are looking to step into the next level of their career as a coach. So who do you have to be, right, in order to be a successful coach, right? Like, how do you start to identify whether or not you're the right person to become an ILEC coach or a coach in general for that matter? Well, you have to have an abundant mindset. You have to be passionate about leading others like we talked about before. You have to be a solution provider, right? You really care about people and you want to provide solutions for their problems and you want to be able to help them grow as a leader, right? And become the best that they can be. You have to be uncomfortable being uncomfortable, right? Starting a business is not easy and nobody says it should be easy. but you have to be willing to do the uncomfortable things so that you can grow as a person and you can grow as a leader and as a business owner. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to have a strong belief in self and self-esteem that you can be that coach and that advisor and that guide to your clients. You definitely have to recognize the power of relationships and leveraging and growing your sphere of influence. This is really important in a relationship business like this. You have to be willing to meet new people, attend networking events, right? Give people a call, catch up, get some coffee, have a lunch. Do the things that a service-based business owner would do who's looking to just provide a ton of value to those that they come in contact with. And a couple more things, guys. You have to be coachable and committed to following a system. So just as you're going to be asking your clients to be coachable and follow your system, as a coach looking to become successful, you have to also be willing to be coached. As a coach myself, over the years, I've had many coaches. I've had many people who challenged me and pushed me along the way to become the best that I can be. And that's what we do to help you be successful. We challenge you mentally. We challenge you to take activity in your business. We hold you accountable to those activities, and we strategize with you to work with you to make sure that you're producing a strategy and executing a strategy that works for you. And finally, obviously, you have to be looking for an opportunity where you can control your income, lifestyle, wealth, and equity. This is a business where you can really achieve that lifestyle balance, the income goals that you want, the impact that you want, right? This is the type of business where you can do that on your terms. And so what I like to do, guys, again, this was a quick presentation, a quick kind of dive into what the leadership space is looking like today. I'm sure this stirred up some questions within you. And again, inside of this email that you clicked on this link to get, I challenge you to go ahead and schedule a call with me, right? Let's have a chat. Let's see whether or not it makes sense for you to think a little bit more about the coaching space. Again, this is not a sales call. This is literally a chance to just ask questions to me and see if it might make sense to take a little bit step further, right? So I'm here. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you on the other side.